Welcome back to the channel, everybody. In search of some more pike today in this session. Not having much luck just lately, but it's a cheap tackle challenge. It doesn't have to be a magnanimous fishing experience. It's literally just me out with some really cheap tackle that was destined for the bin. I said on previous videos, if you've not seen already, the rod is a Sintra spin caster 7-foot thing. It came with a bulk of tackle that someone will literally, if it sells, it sells. If not, it's going in skip. And the reel was from a bulk on eBay. I bought a box of reels. It were actually snapped. This bit's off one reel, and then the rest of this reel's here. And someone's actually tried to marry the two together. And so far, it's still together. It still holds up. I've married it up with some Temu line, which you've seen on previous videos as well. And the idea is to get out with this trusty box of lures that's not done me any luck so far, and they are all lures that I've found whilst doing fishery audits as well. And in this video, and I say and because we have extras. Got some jigs and some lead heads and some little minnows and some little spinners, and there's all sorts in these. These were, I can't remember if they were from Temu or eBay, but these are, I think they cost me about £8 foot lot. And there's probably about 30 or 40 in there. There's actually a lot more replacement lead heads than there is anything else. So we'll be giving those a try as well. So sit back, stay tuned, and let's see if in this video I can finally catch us something. Now, off to a lovely stretch of river somewhere over there. And here I am, local stretch of river, a few miles from my house. I just sort of pull up, come and have a bit of a wonder, have a bit of a search, get the peepers on the place, and just see if this could be a potential winner of a venue for me to catch something on this cheap rod challenge. This pipe across from me, it's quite shallow, I can see it bottom here. But I've got on this little thing, don't know if this is set up right. I've put a trace on because pike, little tiny, whatever this is, white worm, the Temu white worm. Again, nothing fancy, cheap rod challenge. All I'm going to do is I'm just going to have a plop in like this. And just tug on that, in that flow. The idea is just to bounce it up and down off at bottom. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to chuck downstream. No, it's not very good at casting. I think that's a mixture at rod and reel. I don't think this is going to work. I might have to chuck a lure on. Wow, this is definitely not something that I'm used to. No, I think I'm going to put on a heavier one. Just not getting any casts from that, it's far too light. What do you reckon? Something like that? Look heavy enough? And then a little green minnow. Oh, actually, that looks more minnow, doesn't it? Little river like this. I reckon that'd be perfect. I've also got some really old spinners in there that I found, which I might try later. But let's see if we can get some of this rubbish to work first. There we go. Little tiny minnow with a hook. I'd bite it. Again, I have a zero confidence, but why else wouldn't that work? I don't even know if it's on right, but definitely got a bit more weight to it anyway. Let's see if oh, I can cast it from miles now. Just keep picking it up and dropping it onto riverbed like this. It looks quite free of weed out there as well. And if nothing comes of this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to chuck on a lure. Let's go upstream. You're supposed to cast upstream. Let's go a bit further down, or yeah, downstream, and just manoeuvre. I got a lot of faith here. Right, back in. Plastic fish. One I used it. Where were it? Ully, weren't it? Let's throw him out there and see if I don't know. I don't think flowing water is... Oh, I don't know, it's moving quite well. I also think it might be upside down. Oh no, let's turn it somewhere. It's too fast here. I'm going somewhere else. I don't believe in it. I don't believe in it. Now, that's the river over with. I have no faith in what I'm doing whatsoever. This stuff is completely miles away from anything I'm used to. Put me on a carp venue or bream or anything like that and I'll catch a fish, no problem. But pike fishing, perch fishing on a river, it's just not me, right? Not since I was a little kid anyway. When I have caught pike in past, it's when I've been feeder fishing or they've just snapped a fish off me and I've managed to land them. Anyway, that's the river out of the way. I may come back here, I may not. So now let's head off to a little stretch of canal somewhere locally. Chuck it. Water's really clear as well. Don't know if that helps in pike fishing or not. It's very clear. No, not confident. Just not confident enough. Not feeling it. Right, the next lock is back the way I came, further up that way. Absolutely no faith whatsoever.
Oh, alright.
How you doing? You alright? Good.
He is really good.
I'm eventually going to work my way up to the next lock, I think, and have a few drops for a few perch, but I just keep walking past little bits on this canal and just think it'd be ideal for a pike. I think it's time to go. Oh, nope, no fish. As you can tell, got bored of the canal quite quick. I thought the canal were going to throw up loads of fish. After visiting this canal, I actually got home and realised that this is quite a popular stretch of canal for pike, but not today. Things change, the climate changes, sometimes angling pressure does push fish further afield, so who knows, maybe it's a thing of the past, but no cigar for me today. Anyway, I also know of another local stretch of river, a tiny little thing where I've caught some nice fish from it past. That is literally a couple of miles from my house, so I'm going to head off there now and see if we can redeem a little bit of predator river fishing. Right, before I go start crazy, nothing from there. Absolutely nothing. I am literally on the verge of heading off straight back home now, calling it a day, probably just leave it. But I did a fishery audit just out road from where I am now, at this little river. So I'm going to head off there. I don't think I'm just going to go straight in fishing. I think I'm going to have a look first. It's good rain out. You know what? I'll probably get the tackle out the car and just get straight into deep end and just see if I can winkle out a perch. A pike is probably a bit too much to ask for at this point. I think we're past it now. But even if I can just get a little perch on a little jig or a lure or something, and just see if we can make something of this session. So let's get there now and see if we can winkle out something that likes biting plastic fish. Right, let's go and have a look here. Did a fishery audit here once before. Might have some pike in it, don't know. Might even look at trout. Go and have a go. No faith at all. But what can you do? I've also got a different net as well. Little tiny cheap tackle challenge style net. Sticking with the same little jig. Not sure if it's any good or not, but come on, swans. I might even put on a lure. I don't know, I never really considered this little bit of water before, but alright, I am. I'll change to a lure. What do you reckon? One of them? A bit more visual in it. I've also changed my traces as well. Got 10 of them off the Evil Bay for like £3 or £2 something, I think it were, really cheap. Yeah, so loads easier than the last one's got proper snap links on. And that's it, we're on. Have a chuck with that and see if that does out. That's the only problem, you get a bit of weed on the spoon and it completely changes dynamics or how you lure actually fish, so got to be careful. Slow it right down. I just feel like might be going a bit too fast maybe. So teeth and lure earlier, if you've seen it, on Canal. Trying to film some, on a quest to film some quality content for you. Oh wow! Right, we're in, pike on. Wow, I have caught my first pike on the lure Oh my god, here we go. Oh, and he's in. We've caught one. Oh my god, and he's out. Shouldn't really netted him, but I'm a new draft. I want to show him off to you guys first because he's not playing ball game at layback, so I'm not going to mess about on camera trying to get that back. But there we go, little tiny little jack pike, must be £3. Caught on that little lure here at Church Warsop, I think we're at. Little tiny place about 4 miles from my house. So we're going to get him unhooked safely, get him returned. But what a result! Managed to catch us a tiny little pike on the cheap rod challenge with a free lure. So let's get him unhooked and get him slipped straight back in. Right, come on you Mr. Pike. I think I've seen enough videos by now to know what I'm doing at this bit. Oh, off he goes. It's flown straight off. Anyway, result. Now, let's try and catch another one. Oh! Just took it under rod tip. Oh, let's see if he'll come back. Just took it as I was just lifting it out of water then. Oh. See if he'll come back. That's exciting. Looked a better one as well, that. You might have shot all the way back out there now. Oh, that's exciting. As much as I'd like to catch a really big one, I think these little ones are just as thrilling. Oh, and again. Oh, is that on? Is that on? Oh wow, fish on. Oh wow, fish on. It's gone right round these snags. Oh no. Oh dear, oh dear. See if he'll take me out. Pike on. It's took me right back of this tree. I don't know if I'm going to get it out. I feel absolutely terrible, but I need to try and worm my way down here and see if I can hook the lure onto this net. I've got a loose drag on my rod and see if I can just tow it back in. If I'll put that there, hopefully I can just tow it to me. But let's just see what happens first. Oh, I think I've got him. I've got him. I've got him. One pike, one lure, probably the best pike at day. I'm going to get him out, and luckily I've got this back. I did not want to leave that stuck in here, so let's get him out. There he is. Fish number 2 of the day. Don't mind catching them at all. I know he's miniature, I know he's really small. That one were a nightmare, so I hooked him in that open water out there. Reeling him in, he went under this tree to my left, tangled me up. I've had to get in, get my feet wet, but luckily got him out, and more importantly, got the lure back. I had to snap my line, but we got him back. So, I'm going to slip this guy back and probably try for one more before I finish up. But so far, I think it's the best one we've had. Lovely little fish, isn't he? All on tackle that was heading for the bin. So, free tackle challenge, 2-0. Well, cancel other episodes. Don't worry about them. Forget them. It's fine. But so far, we're doing well. Let's get you back, fella. Right, that lure is stuck in that net, so don't worry too much about it, but I'm going to try and scoop him back in. Yeah, and getting snagged on it. Off he goes. Caught seagull as well.
What a seagull?
When I cast that, it come down and grabbed lure in air thinking it were a fish.
Oh, really bastards, alright. Yeah.
Oh,
Got some there.
no. Did have though then. Oh, here we go. Little tiny one.
Oh, I got some there.
Now, little pike.
There's a pike, yeah, there's a pike, isn't it?
I don't like using net. Right, if I'm gonna.
Another pike.
Another pike.
That is, isn't it? Yeah, two there. Yeah.
Little tiny one.
That's it. My mate used to fucking crack them and things on that end. Yeah, it's really fuckers, aren't they? It's probably in there, isn't it?
Isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Right, I'm too busy chin wagging with some chaps here watching me, and I actually hooked one just here in front of me. Cheap rod, cheap reel, free lure, Temu line, just to show you how you can get out and catch a few fish. And we are going to end this session on this stunning little tiny example of a pike. Absolutely gorgeous fish. Now, obviously, we all want to be catching huge versions of this fish. But the whole point of me getting out is to do these cheap rod and reel challenges and to show you guys that you can actually still catch and have a decent day's fishing with tackle that's fit for the bin. So, probably going to wrap it up there with this little fella. So don't be afraid to get your glad rags out and get yourself down to a local water where you can still have some great sport on lures that cost absolutely nothing. I'll come back here in future and try with some little jigs and some other little stuff and see if we can get some more out on this. But what I do need to do is go and try a few different waters to see if it's a skill set worth pursuing, because I can't just catch a couple here today and I've done with it, because to a lot of pike anglers, this little guy probably wouldn't even count. But for me today, it's 2 degrees, it's chucking it down with rain, free tackle, once going in bin, is worth every gram in gold, this little fella. Aren't you, pal? So, if you've liked this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe, it's completely free of charge, and that way any future content I post, you get first to be notified. And as always, get in comments, talk away. What would you have done different? Do you think I should come back here and try for some more? Let me know in comments, and we'll try and put another video together for you all. So from me and this little tiny guy here, thank you all for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Success! We did it on the cheap rod challenge, and not just one, but 3. And I also pulled out of a couple of fish in edge as well that were following lure right at peg. But we finally did it. I have caught countless pike in past on feeder fishing gear when I've been fishing for bream and skimmers and roach. Massive things as well, like literally huge pike. And I think a more natural approach, you can't get anything more natural than an actual fish struggling through water. So yeah, it kind of makes sense to probably do well catching pike that way. But that's not what we intend to do as feeder anglers. I know some of you have caught pike on boilies, and I've even seen footage before of a pike taking a boilie whilst it's static on lake bed. But this video is about me getting out and doing something outside of my comfort zone. I don't go lure fishing. I don't go predator fishing. I couldn't tell you much about pike at all. I don't plan on becoming any sort of predator angler, but what the purpose of this video is, if you want to go out and catch pike, and you think it's quite an expensive chuck together, and it's just one of those quests where you think, I don't want to pump any money into something like that. Not just money, but something a bit more precious, time. Because what we're in 3 videos in now, and they don't just take a couple of hours to make either. Sometimes, you've got to make a day of it to be able to do something. And it just goes to show that, it does pay off if you persevere. And little tiny eBay reel, I say tiny, it's quite big for this. Could probably do with a really small thing. Temu line, this reel is still together. It don't function great. The line's a bit iffy. You probably should use braid for this style of fishing. This is just to show you that even against the odds, a novice adult or a young kid out there that's got a small little stalking rod or a little carp rod, that's pretty much all this is. And any reel, you can get out there with a wire trace and a couple of lures. You can pick lures up, by the way. You go on eBay or Temu or whatever they all are. You can get packs of lures for like £4. You can get like 30 of them for 10 quid. So it might be worth doing that before you go spending money on big stuff. But all these in here are what I've found. Didn't have any luck on the jigs. The ones that I've found, or at least the one favourite I've got, did work quite well. So, you know, if you're going to take anything from this video, a green and yellow looking pike perch lure is what works. But get out there, go and enjoy some fishing, get your glad rags out, get your cheap nasty stuff. And yeah, we've not thrown any rods in the hedge. Normally it results in me storming off in a right off and just chucking my tackle. And yeah, we've just not needed to do it today. It's been all right. So as much as I'm not a pike or predator angler, I don't really have a desire to go fishing for them. It's enjoyable. I can see why a lot of you do it. There's no ground bait to mix up. There's no menu. There's no side tray full of bait tubs with 30, 40 quid's worth of bait on for a match. There's no setting up a seat box. There's no trolley. There's no big rod hold all. There's no carry-alls and luggage everywhere and an absolute car full of stuff. It's quite a convenient way of fishing. A rod, a bag on your back. I have a bag on my leg as well that's got some camera kit in it, and a few lures in your pocket, and that is it. You know, if you can carry a rod and a landing net, you could put a landing mat and a few lures in a box in your net, and you're sorted, like well away. I can see why it's quite an enjoyable method for a lot of you, but for me, it's probably not something I'm going to carry on doing unless somebody out there, one of you, decides one day you want to see another pike fishing video. I might go and butcher another one as well. Anyway, that's it. Wraps it up for another video. Get in comments. What would you like to see next? Do you want to see some feeder fishing? Do you want to see some pole fishing? Do you want to see a cheap tackle challenge on a commercial in winter like we've done a few times? Get in comments. Let me know and we'll get back out. But for pennies, if you can get on Marketplace or find someone that's giving away some free tackle, there's very similar rods to this, by the way, that NGT do, and they are a carp stalking rod, and they are 7 foot. This is pretty much exactly the same thing. It is same thing because I've got a few of them. Get yourself a little reel. Get yourself some decent line on there. I think this is £8 or £10 line. You don't want anything too small in case you smash into it big. A box of lures and get out there and just go and enjoy it. And if it's not for you, then it's not cost you a fortune. And better yet, if you are a progressive young angler or an adult that's getting into spinner or lure fishing, I can only guess that if you start off cheap and you build your way up and you work your way in some decent gear, if it starts paying off, you'll feel the rewards more, I'm guessing, maybe. But for people like the Ginger Fisherman, Snagged Bro, all them, this is kind of their corner of angling. And yeah, I think anyone who wants to do it, crack on. It's quite enjoyable. I think I'm probably going to stick to what I'm doing though, because yeah. So I know I've closed off in my video already, but thanks for watching. If you do want to see any more spinner fishing for pike locally, just drop it down below, and who knows, I might just keep a mental note and get out and do some fishing one day. So join me back here tomorrow for tips, tackle, tactics and tantrums and throw your toys out the pram on a Tuesday, where we cover everything news related in the angling world lately, whether it be positives, great events going off, kids doing really well, records being smashed, biggest pike, carp records, drama, arguments, fallouts, people kicking off for just clout. I'll see you back here tomorrow night where we'll cover some of that and cover some great stuff that's going off in angling world. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow night.